I'm a real player. You can put me on the roster. All about my cheese. I ain't worried about the pasta. Baby, 9 change the mind on the roster. They a hater up. Might as well not be fire like a chopper. Burn like a pepper. Screens in the rain. Addicted like the weather. Third in my cup. Go without my medicine. Love so fresh. Big bag of peppers. Where is the letter? All these on suckers. You know the money talk. You can ask Chris Tucker. I'm a country boy.
Welcome to the Side Action, episode 13 of season 8. My name is Jim Weglars, aka Wegs. You can follow me at Wegspool on X and on Instagram.
And I'm Coop. You can check me on Instagram at Dalton Cooper and on X at Mr. Grumpy Gills. Again, we are the Side Action podcast. Make sure to check us out on all the socials and on TikTok as well. And welcome.
Welcome.
Well, welcome. You've got mail.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Do you have an all-time favorite highlight, by the way? Because every time I watch that Christmas home run, it just it might be like I just think like, man, is there a better highlight that I've seen?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of football. I'm more of a football guy than baseball. So
I love a nice big moment, you know?
Yeah, big moment. You know, like obviously the touchdown catch. You know, it was funny. Like something came up, and you know you stay on TikTok long enough, you see something you like. But they're talking that Pittsburgh, Arizona Super Bowl. You know,
yeah,
and like really Arizona should have won the Super Bowl.
Santonio Holmes catch. Yeah.
Oh, that catch in the corner was ridiculous. But
Ohio State wide receiver, by the way.
Before that, Fitzgerald had like a house call. You know, he was just like boom, he went all the way, and it was a great Super Bowl. But yeah, those catches. I mean, the catch a long time ago, the catch by Dwight Clark in the back of the end zone against the Cowboys, and there's been a few of those things. So
yeah. Omar Cooper Jr. adding to the list of moments.
Omar Cooper Jr.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, like, obviously the helmet catch by, what's his name? David Tyree.
Yeah, David Tyree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I know you can't watch the ESPN right now. Like, you can't watch football games on Monday night. But, I mean, I am such a Manning cast guy. Like, I love those guys. I don't have a quarter zip. I have a full zip. But
nice.
They just do such a great job of talking about stuff like this, and then they bring on the guests, and it's like you're watching a football game with them. It's really great.
I do enjoy it when I get to watch it.
When you eventually get that, have you written an angry email like, "Well, I missed 2 weeks of the"?
No, it's not going to change a damn thing. And I'm still on the side. I don't think it's YouTube TV's fault. I think it's more of like Disney and ABC.
Of course, they're the evil empire. You know that.
Yeah.
That stupid mouse. We all know you love mouse.
Right.
Anyway, so how was your weekend? You know.
Oh, it was good. Yeah. We enjoyed our first snowfall. We drove to Rockford and got snowed on. Yeah, so that was a good time.
So that was I thought the snow was on Sunday, not Saturday.
It was like Saturday night, but it snowed pretty good out in Rockford. It snowed pretty consistently from the time we got there to the time we left. So
did the Ice Hogs win it though?
No, they got shut out. Yeah, they got shut out. Which we will have the play-by-play guy on the radio show this Saturday morning too. So I know we have a bunch of Ice Hogs fans, but
it's awesome.
I made some pot roast. That's like the highlight of the weekend. We made some pot roast. So that was nice.
Nice cold day. Get that pot roast going.
Oh yeah. I did not know you eat pot roast with noodles. Apparently, according to people in this household,
you can. Are you more of a potato guy?
Well, there's potatoes in it, so I'm just more of like a all-together kind of guy.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Noodles. What kind of noodle? Like
an egg noodle. Yeah.
I've had the egg noodle version.
The egg noodle version. Okay.
You just starch with all that, meat and that nice fat meat's good.
Yeah.
So you didn't retire from bowling. You actually bowled.
Yeah, I did bowl. I got a flat tire too this week. It's been a pain in the ass. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to get it fixed either. So it's just been,
You've been riding on the flat tire, or you mean the spare?
No, the spare tire. So I got they came out and put the spare tire on, but then he told me that whoever put the tire on before he got there, or I think I got my tires. I'm not going to try to go too long. Got my tires rotated in May. They stripped the nut when they stripped the thread and the nut when they put it on.
Those nuts, baby.
Yeah, and so that kind of screwed it up. So he's like, I don't want to put this back on here because it's just going to make it even worse. And I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. So I don't want to. I'm riding around with 4 lug nuts right now. I'm nutless, if you will. So
he's ballless. He's ballless now. I mean,
doesn't have any nuts, Cotton. So
Jesus.
I'm the uninutter, if you will.
So but that was actually on Veterans Day that you guys bowled. There's no holidays in the bowling league.
There are. We do take like Christmas and those things off. But no, it's good for the veterans to get there. They like bowling. What are you trying to say? Of course the veterans want to bowl.
Of course they do, but the league, maybe you have Veterans Day plans. I don't know what, like go to the casino like me. I mean, what do you know?
Yeah, is that what you did? Hell yeah.
I did.
Nice. How'd you do?
Well, not good. The weekend was fun. Obviously I had a friend attend with me, so it was more, entertaining. I did have sessions though, and showed her around and hit Phoenician, hit a bunch of places, hit a bunch of cocktail places, did some stuff off strip. We actually went for a little hike, went to Hoover Dam, if you saw those pictures. But Hoover Dam is insane. Like it is you're so high on that damn bridge.
Spectacle.
And then we actually went across the actual dam itself. Oh my God. First of all, we didn't see Megatron. I don't know.
Nice. I was going to ask you, damn it. I'm kind of mad that you brought that up, but it's good though. It's
exactly. But pretty cool. And then, went stadiums, swim and all that kind of stuff. It was just kind of one of those weekends where I only had one session where I lost the bankroll or lost money significantly. Everything else was just kind of lose a little bit, won a little bit, lost a little bit. It was just kind of like this.
Yeah.
So overall, just kind of, general trend down. They're nice. No big rolls. It was different than our normal trip. I would say it was interesting. It was like, I guess the normal trip, you kind of get annoyed by, so many people at the tables, the limits, but maybe those are like hardcore gambling weekends. So people know how to play.
Yeah.
This was one of these random people come to the table. Oh, how do you play? They're putting their hands in there when the dice are being rolled and buying in mid-roll. I'm like, what are you doing? You're killing the vibe. She's out of here. So that happened a couple times, 2 different tables. And I was like, whatever.
Same place.
So I stayed at Mandalay. That was at Mandalay in particular. My last night where this woman was really doing really well. What was her name? Her name was Viva. Well, her name wasn't Viva, but it was like she had a switch that said Viva Guinness. It didn't say Viva La Guinness, not Guinness, but Viva Guinness. And it was like, Viva, let's go. She was getting it done. These idiots roll up and like, I don't know how to play. Blah, blah, blah. Like, this other guy the night before, he actually was a decent shooter, but I didn't trust him because he was like a psycho. Every roll, he'd be like, let's go, yo, like as he's throwing. I try to get a
I like that. He's his own hype man. He doesn't need anybody else.
No,
I like that.
Not. It was like, I don't mind.
That guy lives with every roll, Jim. You should definitely be behind that guy. I would have talked you into it. I've been like, we need to get behind this guy because if he's going to care that much.
My thing is, it's fine, but cheer when you win. When you're doing crazy shit and you're not coming through, like, what are you doing here? He ended up hitting a couple points, but it's fine. He was living. It's 1:30 in the morning. I get it. We're grown.
Oh, nice.
Fun.
Oh my.
Right?
Yeah, I forgot that context. Okay.
Let's make some bad decisions.
I can't believe you're judging at 1:30 in the morning on a guy's celebration. Listen to you.
A couple of highlights. Last thing I got to mention is okay. So we went off strip. My sister lives there, as you know. And there's this place called Ethel M's. Ethel M. I don't know if it's Ethel Mars or not, but Ethel M's is a chocolatier, local chocolatier that's somehow related to the Mars family of chocolates. And so my sister took me there several years ago, and they have a cactus garden that in this time of year gets holidayed out. So there's all the lights. So, take the girl, let's go to see the lights. And
look at you.
It would be crowded because when I went over Thanksgiving, 6 years ago or whatever it was jammed, right? Now we were a little bit late, 9 o'clock after eating dinner, went out there. We had the place to ourselves. Like, okay, we're just going to walk around these lights. There's no music, no nothing. We got a hot chocolate or whatever. Come around the corner, there's signs for Santa, of course. Santa, I know him, that kind of thing. So So we turn the corner, and there is Santa, and he's like, "Hey, over there!" I'm like, "Santa's lonely, apparently. Like, I guess we'll go say hi to Santa. Like, hey,
Nice.
Santa, how you doing? Thanks for visiting from the North Pole. You know." Well, they're selling like picture packages, right? So they're like, "Do you want to sit on my lap?" I'm like, "No, sir, I do not. Like, do you want?" Like, "Do you want to sit on his lap?" Not really. But we started taking pictures. They had a whole picture set. They're trying to sell us like $35 prints. I'm like, Santa, thanks for the free chocolates, but we're getting out of here. So that was kind of funny. And everybody there, because nobody was there, they were selling us so hard. I'm like, look, I'm not going to buy an $80 chocolate advent calendar. Like, I'm just here to see the lights with this young lady. You know what I mean?
Set the mood. Yeah.
Exactly. But that was the weekend. Stadium swim was the same. No different. Super crowded. Very hard to get seats.
You obviously made it for travel reasons. You obviously made it back and forth.
I did. We got a little lucky. It was just a little delayed. I talked to another friend coming from Miami, and it was like a 9-hour delay. It was like we were on the plane delayed for like an hour plus. I was getting a little, hangry, as I do. Ask Ridgeway about that. I was getting a little hangry. I'm like, so I'm going to be on this plane for 5.5 hours with like one bag of pretzels. Like, come on, give us another bag of pretzels. They literally, you talk about flat tires. Apparently, they had a flat on the plane. I didn't know this was possible. The tire was damaged. And so they kept us on the plane, and they jacked up the plane and fixed the tire while we were all on the plane.
That's interesting. Okay.
I didn't know they could do that with 300 people. Like, imagine like 5 people in your car. I'd be like, well, this jack's not going to work. They got some super jacks in there to do it. So
anyway. Super jacks. Nice.
Super jacks.
That's our next podcast.
Exactly. All right, let's talk about the shed. There's plenty of opportunity here, plenty of people to choose from. I'll let you go first, sir. What would you like?
I thought you should go first because mine kind of plays into yours. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'll first go with former head coach Brian Dable,
Nice.
who, look, I don't know. He won Coach of the Year, 3 years ago, something like that long ago with Danny Dimes, his first year. But he clearly was playing not to lose instead of playing to win. He's up on the Bears. It's like 17-10. They've been playing good. Jackson Dart is out there. The problem is he's rushing Jackson Dart like every second play, right? Every third play he's carrying the football, and he ends up getting knocked out of this game. But more importantly, you're on the 1-yard line of the fourth quarter. You have a chance to go up 2 touchdowns. Instead, we'll kick the field goal. It's fine. Go up 10. Take the points. You're 4th and 1 from the 1-yard line. Just do it. And they didn't do it. Ultimately, the Bears roll back, get the touchdowns, end up getting the win, not the cover. But Mr. Dable, with that red face of yours, you could stay in the shed as long as you need to get picked up by somebody else to call some plays.
Did you know he's Canadian?
Yeah,
he's from Ontario.
Oh, that's not surprising.
Yeah, 50 years old. I was trying to see what year he won Coach of the Year.
I wonder if he was in the Canadian Football League first, explain something.
No, he started with actually, guess what team he started with? This is a fun exercise.
In the NFL or in
2009.
2009?
Yes, this is his first year with this team.
The Stampede?
Offensive coordinator for this NFL franchise.
Well, I know he was with Belichick at one point, wasn't he?
Yep.
He wasn't OC, though, at that time, was he? He was QB coach.
All I'm saying is it was 2009 offensive coordinator for this team.
Yeah, that's a while back.
It was for the insert team here. Come on, give it to me. What's your answer?
I don't know. Syracuse Orangemen. I have no idea.
The Cleveland Browns. You were close. That's funny.
Yeah. Cleveland. Okay. Obviously, he came from Buffalo, with Josh Allen. The Josh Allen whisper, blah, blah, blah. But all right, my second one is Nick Sirianni. Yes, you won, Nick. Congratulations. You are a complete idiot. You've got the ball at the 35-yard line. I'm not saying you got to kick a field goal. I'm not saying you got to do anything. There's 33 seconds to go in this game. Just run the ball. Run the clock. They have no timeouts. Instead, you pass the ball. Like they try to chuck it up to, I think it was AJ that time. Maybe it was Devontae Smith.
But AJ Brown.
And AJ, that's another whole thing. But hey, you gave them a shot. Green Bay, of course, can't kick a field goal. We should put him in the shed, by the way. McManus, he can't kick a ball anymore. But they got him. 64 yards, a little bit. I thought they should have tried a Hail Mary, but you gave Green Bay a shot. It was like you're 99% winning this game if you just run the ball and get them down to 12 seconds. Instead, let's chuck it. Let's just see what happens. Or
you just run the clock down and punt. Yeah, I was gonna say, why not just run the clock down and punt it? Like,
run the clock down, take the 5-yard penalty, kick inside the 5, game's basically over. Right? So, Sirianni, that's the only thing that worries me about those Eagles. He's a bonehead. I mean,
that's the only thing that worries you.
Well, I think they're going to play pretty good down the stretch, but
maybe
they play in the worst division of football.
AJ Brown is on a mission to destroy this team, I think.
Well, good for him.
Yeah,
I actually kind of hope that because, but I did buy a Philly future before that game, so 7-1. But what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do, James Hedgerton?
Well, James Hedgerton the third. You got Chiefs. I got Packers. I don't feel good about the Packers now.
No,
without Tucker Kraft, they can't score apparently.
Yeah, can't run the ball either.
Yeah. Okay. What about yourself?
Well, I'm going to kind of piggyback with you because I'm putting Sean McDermott in the shed. The Bills get embarrassed, obviously, Finn's up, but his defense cannot stop the run whatsoever. And now the rumors are just swirling with Brian Dable getting fired about him getting reunited with Josh Allen, and that's never a good sign when everybody's talking about that instead of your team actually winning games that they should be winning.
Right.
And just bad week to be Sean McDermott. He's got a big game against Tampa, which we'll get into. Also, Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown got taken to the shed this week. He got released. He did get released from a Miami jail today. He pleaded not guilty to a second-degree attempted murder charge. Was also brought back stateside earlier this week from Dubai. So he was hanging out in Dubai. They flew him back to New Jersey, booked him, got him down to Miami, and now he's released. But he's had a hell of a week. He's had a hell of a 7 days.
He's been off the reservation for like a decade. I mean, the dude in the league went nuts, and then Brady kind of reined him in that Super Bowl year, and then he's gone, and he's doing crazy shit all the time. I mean, he's a psycho. There's no question.
And then last but not least, Nico Harrison. Nico Harrison is in the shed. He got fired from the Mavericks on Tuesday.
Yep.
Will forever be remembered for the trade that, honestly, right now, it looks like it ruined the Mavericks. It broke the Mavericks completely because they were 3-9. They're not very good. 80s,
it's like the top 3 worst trade of all time, maybe. I mean,
it might be the worst trade of all time. Yeah.
I still think this has been discussed on radio all week, but the Herschel Walker Dallas trade probably was the worst trade of all time. It's hard to beat that because that gave the Cowboys their championships.
Yeah.
But in the NBA, you don't see trades like this. It was horrible.
Yeah, really bad. So tough week. Everybody in the shed. And there's a lot of people in that shed.
We need to. Is there like an underground bunker section of the shed? It's usually it's not that big. We gotta dig a new hole. There's gotta be some issues in there.
Got to make room.
All right, we'll buy Club Dub. You can take this. You got this.
We got aces. Aces are in Club Dub. Tarek Skubal, Paul Skeens got announced as the MLB Cy Young Award winners this week. Skubal goes back-to-back for the first time since, I believe, 2017, 2018. It was the Mets pitcher, Jacob deGrom. Then you had Paul Skeens, who actually won the award unanimously. And I think he is the 5th pitcher all-time to win the Cy Young in his first 2 seasons in MLB history. So pretty good company. Game's been around for quite a while. So
not bad.
Yeah. Aces are in Club Dub. And then I don't know if you saw this because I know you are a college basketball guy, but Hannah Hidalgo. So the Notre Dame junior guard set the new NCAA record with 16 steals in an 85-58 win over Akron last night. She added a school record 44 points in the performance as well. So
my God,
she was killing it. She will live in Akron's nightmares for eternity with that.
16 steals. That's some people. It's a season.
That's 4 a quarter, by the way. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
how much? At what point is how much bad passing is going on the court? You know what I mean? I haven't seen every steal, but
maybe locate her on the court and pass away from her. I don't. What are you doing?
Yeah,
she must have been just eating up the guard, just picking the pocket constantly.
Yeah, it must be. She must be amazingly quick, laterally too.
4 points, though. I mean, obviously getting some layups probably after those steals.
Yeah. So shout out to Hannah. Hell of a game.
Hannah,
record breaking.
I am putting the long-necked one, Davis Mills the third.
Just necking around.
What could be said? He covered. This was the big excitement. I got 7-1 on the Texans at halftime when they were losing. They should have bought in more. They were like 15, 17-1 in the fourth quarter as they were down 29-10 somehow.
What'd you hit on that, by the way?
What's that?
How much did you hit on that?
Just $20.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so it was like $140. That's not bad.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Take that. It's a good hit. I mean, that covered like two other bets. Three other bets for $50 units, right? Yeah, but Mills was just, I mean, he played well. He had a couple, I mean, granted, prevent defense by the Jags, but had a couple touchdown passes, had the touchdown run. The joke was that his helmet went across the line 10 minutes before the ball did because he's got that long-ass neck. But, hey, and he looks like he's going to start this week too because Stroud is still ruled out with a concussion this week. So let's see if he can do it again. Davis, get on in there. Art can show you the bottle service, how it works. If you've never seen anything like that, you're usually, looking at X's and O's.
Yeah, well, they've seen him in Jurassic Park. He's one of those like big dinosaurs that are eating plants. So
Welcome to Jurassic Park. And then we've got your boy Jonathan Taylor, 244 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. Stop me when you've heard this before. How many 3-touchdown games does this dude have this year? It's like the 5th time now.
I think he's got 5. Yeah,
it's like he's got 15 rushing touchdowns. He's got receiving touchdowns. I think he's got 18 touchdowns on the season. This dude is just insane. Like, it's just incredible. He's plus 500 to be the MVP. Everybody says the MVP has to be a quarterback. Screw that. I know the last one was, I think, Adrian Peterson was the last time to get the MVP. That wasn't a quarterback. He's got to be in the conversation. I mean, you cannot tell me Drake May is he was like 18 for fucking 40. Damn, like everybody's praising him. I'm like, yes, he played well. He did well. They won the game. But this dude, I mean, come on. If they just swap in a running back, any other guy, is he going to get 244 and 3 touchdowns? I don't think so. I know they got a good offensive line, but give me a break. Yeah, so John Taylor, get in there. You've probably been in there once or twice this year already.
Trying to look real quick. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 games with 3 rushing touchdowns.
Which makes sense because he's got 18, so that's 12, and he's got a few other games. So the dude's incredible. He's
2 receiving touchdowns on the season too. So yeah, he is. Yeah, he's carried. People who drafted him are very happy right now. Yeah,
my buddy Johnny U. I'm like, God, he's got the best team. I'm like, you've got him because of one player. The guy scores 50 every week.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ,
it's crazy.
All right, well, let's talk college football. Week 11. This was funny because
this is what I should retire from.
Yeah, it's okay. I feel it. I understand how you feel. We rolled back from the hike. I go to this place called Flanker, which is a cool bar that's in Mandalay. It's a sports bar. Walk up, and I'm looking up like, what? I'm like, Penn State's winning this game and like a minute to go in the fourth quarter. Like, so shocked. I only watched the last, that series, and then obviously the Hoosiers did win the game. They obviously didn't cover the number, but that catch by it's Omar Cooper. This is the guy I'm talking about, Omar Cooper Jr. That dude, I mean, incredible footwork on that play to get the touchdown, not the cover.
A better call by the ref. Can we talk about that?
I can't believe he called it in.
Greatest call of all time.
He hit the line. He wasn't close to the line.
He was staring right at it, though. You can watch the replay. It was, it's a great call.
Replay. So, yeah, dude, I mean, the Hoosiers stay undefeated. Obviously, maybe looking ahead or whatever they are past Penn State. But the big play, too, was they converted that long second down. It was like second down and 24 or something like that on that drive. So, I mean, and the kid
it started with a sack. Yeah, they got sacked on the first play of the drive. Yeah,
exactly. And they completed because otherwise, I mean, didn't have any timeouts left. I don't recall. But anyway, quarterback didn't play a great game until that drive. But, the kid made the big play in the end zone. So, good job.
Fernando Mendoza is the kid's name.
He's the leader for the Heisman, right? Him and the Ohio State dude that are kind of neck and neck. But Texas Tech, wow. BYU was undefeated before this game. Not even close. They just pummeled them 29-7. Just met their match in Lubbock, and Tech was just crushing them. They covered 13.5, but obviously kept the game under. I was surprised BYU didn't put up much of a fight. That the game wasn't close.
Yeah, the score is not indicative of how much of an ass whooping this really was. Like it was 29-7 is generous. I think if you actually watch that game, it should have been probably 42-7. So yeah, Texas Tech comes out and makes a statement.
They did. They can get in the playoff now.
Nice headline here, by the way.
The Ducks squeaked past Iowa. This was another one that was on. It was like, are the Ducks going to actually lose this game? It's like, you know what I mean? It was an ugly game. This is exactly how Iowa needed it. Just ugly, scrapping. Obviously, they take the lead. Iowa takes the lead late, scores 10 points in a quarter. Iowa scores 10 points a quarter. Stop the presses, right? They finally get in. But no, drive down, get the kick at the 5-second mark to win the game, but not cover, of course. So, the Ducks survived. Their playoff hopes are still alive. They would have lost this one. I think it was over.
I don't know if it had been over, but it definitely would not have been fun. But yeah, everybody goes to Kinnick at night, and they just get a little bit of Iowa. You just get a little bit. You have a game plan, and then it just gets thrown out the window. They make it a bar fight, so it gets real mean, real nasty. Not ugly. It's a rock fight there in Kinnick. So, but no, the Ducks look good. The Ducks are sneaky. The Ducks are very sneaky.
They still can do it.
I think you should put a future on Oregon right now. It might be a good hedge. Yeah.
Pretty good number, I'm sure, at this point. All right, A&M. What else can be said? This is like a little darling podcast team, and this team just crushes it again against Mizzou. Yeah. Sorry, Mizzou, you weren't ready for this one. The onslaught. I mean, 38-17. I mean, they just pummeled this team, cover the 6.5, over the 48.5, almost themselves. I don't know. They're ready for. They do have a couple more tough games. You mentioned this last week. They have some tough games. They still got to play Texas. They have to play Georgia too. They have two more tough games.
Texas plays Texas A&M and Georgia.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, they have to do that. That's right.
Yeah.
They play. But yeah, A&M still going to play Texas, of course, this year. So they may not be undefeated, but this team's really good.
Yeah, they're, like I said, best line play duo in the country. Offensive, defensive line, probably the best in the country. So look out.
Usually wins your football games.
Oh yeah.
And then Wisconsin.
This one is how I felt a way about this game, by the way, as you did about the Hoosiers game.
The Wisconsin one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Badgers, we said how bad they are. You guys are bad. Oh no. Apparently the defense played really well, and they somehow limited the Huskies and just 10.5 point dogs at home. They win.
Wegs.
15-10. I mean, Jesus.
Wegs. Their punter led the team in passing. And they won the game.
It's like the Jets this week, man.
Their punter led the team in passing, and they won the game.
That's when your offense sucks.
Oh my God, just unbelievable! Like that's the year it's been for me. That has literally been the year for me.
Hey, it's okay. You still got time to make some money in the playoffs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but there are games this week, dude. Come on, we got Notre Dame. Notre Dame is going to Pitt. They're 11.5 point favorites here, 55.5 point total. This is Saturday at 11 a.m. What do you think about this game?
I don't know. The more I think about it, I'm starting to hate Notre Dame just because if you take USC off their schedule, they haven't beaten anybody, and yet they're still going to get in. And I guess I'm speaking more from a ticket holder of Miami, future on them. Right. But still, I still think it's kind of crap. Like, I don't know. Notre Dame needs to be in the Big Ten. That's all I'll say. Like, they need to be in the Big Ten. They match up. They're right there in Indiana. Like, what are we doing? Like, get in the conference. Otherwise, they should be penalized, I think. It's getting to that point for me. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, but people have been saying that for years. It just doesn't happen. And they play an ACC schedule.
The fix is in, Jim. The fix is in.
But they're in the ACC in basketball, right?
Yeah.
It should be in the ACC in football. It's that prestige. It's the prestige.
Yeah.
What about Iowa now going to USC this time? USC is a 6.5 point favorite at home, 49.5 point total, 2:30 p.m. I didn't update these spreads, so maybe that's changed. I heard that it's supposed to rain heavily.
Yes.
So that could affect the total going under in this case.
I love Iowa this week.
Okay.
Yeah. I think USC will not be able to make a stop. I think Iowa will just run the ball down their throat. And I think the weather is going to aid them in that style of play. So, yeah, I think the perfect storm is aligning for Iowa. I think Iowa could still maybe get into the playoff. I think they need one or two things to go their way, but they could get in the back door.
Yeah. Okay. Sneak in the back door. I mean, we all like that sometimes, once in a while. By the way, Notre Dame's up to 12.5. I didn't update that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just hope they lose. I hope Notre Dame loses, but they probably won't. So Jeremiah Love will kill them.
Can I interest you in Oklahoma at Alabama? This is a 5.5 point spread now per the system here. And the total is 45.5 still. So Alabama is on a roll. They won, 8 straight, I think. Oklahoma is a pretty good defense. So that total might be in jeopardy. But do you think Alabama can flex and kind of eliminate Oklahoma's chances here?
Yep. I think Alabama rolls. I think they're hitting their stride at the right. Yeah. I think they're getting hot at the right time. I think this could be a very dangerous team come playoff time. Might want to look into a future for them as well.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you're going to get great value. I think you're going to get better value with somebody like Oregon. I mean, if you believe in Oklahoma, you might want to fade me. Maybe you start betting on Oklahoma now. I don't know. But no, I like Bama here.
Yeah, I think they're third in the playoff rankings, right? Isn't it Indiana 2 and then Alabama 3?
No, Texas A&M is 3.
Okay. But they'll work that out of the field in the SEC championship game. All right, so then we got Texas and Georgia. This is another one that, as you said, Texas got to keep winning. Texas is a 6.5 point dog now, 48.5 point total, 49.5 point total now. So do you think Texas's defense, because Arch didn't play that bad last week. He played fine, but Georgia obviously can run the football. Can they run it against Texas?
I love the under in this game, and I think that makes me take the points with Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is going to be – I don't think this is going to be a very high-scoring game. I think this is going to be dominated by defense. Texas's defense is probably the best unit on the field in this game, I would think.
Yep.
But yeah, I like the under here. Everybody's probably – I don't know what everybody's leaning, which means it's going to be points galore. But I love the under in this game.
I like it. Take a stand. And that game's at 6:30 p.m. So let's run some picks. You're going to have a bounce back week. We already decided this.
Yeah, already. It's over.
It's not over. It's not over, man. It's not over.
It's not over.
It is.
All right. I'm taking Iowa plus 6.5 at USC. Yeah. I'm taking Bama minus 5.5 versus Oklahoma. Okay. I'm going to take Boston College plus 16.5 versus Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech, nice little sleeper spot for them because I believe they have 2 ranked teams left to finish their schedule. I believe Georgia, and then I can't remember who else is on there. But they have 2 ranked teams coming up. I think this is a nice little sleep spot. They're probably going to win, but maybe a 10-point game, give or take.
Look at this.
Yeah, Missouri I like at minus 6.5 versus Mississippi State. I still think Vandy has something to play for, and I just think Vandy football actually wants to just build reputation in the program, so they will beat a team that they are better than in Mississippi State.
Just to clarify, this is Missouri, not Vandy. Or are we talking about different?
Or Missouri. Sorry, yeah, I'm reading it wrong. It's Missouri. Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I like Missouri there, minus 6.5. I think they're gonna roll. And then West Virginia, 10.5. They are getting 10.5 at Arizona State. I don't think Arizona State's got much to play for here. I think West Virginia, this could be a program building win.
All right, I like it.
For the Mountaineers. So I think you're getting a little too much value there. I think you should take it 10.5.
Rich Rodriguez is back at West Virginia.
Oh yeah, he is. Rich Rod.
I interviewed last week, so that's great. Okay, well, great. Well, let's turn to the NFL. Also, not our best, but hey, just fade us. I guess that's the way to do this podcast. By the numbers, the dogs came in again 8-6, and then the totals were even 7-7. I will say that if you wish I was watching Stadium Swim, I'm sure it was really fun with my friend there, and Jimmy Wegs was as salty as can be, as every dog was killing it in the first game, first set of games, and it was like, great, good start, 0-3, great, and then the second set, all the favorites won that. After like 3 p.m., apparently the dogs couldn't come in at all. So it's a tough
They were dead
one.
fast in 3 p.m. too.
Yeah. And then so Saints beat Carolina. Good call on this one. Carolina sucked. I was more impressed because I don't know if you got to see the red zone or what they showed, but it was, Tyler chucked it. He was just throwing the ball up a lot. And Chris Olave, good for you, buddy. You actually played for this guy. He made 2 amazing catches in this game. Like one was a touchdown. Another one was like a 40-yard catch. He just kind of, I don't even know. I don't think it was a great throw per se. He just came down with a great catch. But 17-7, I was really surprised Carolina couldn't score at all in this game. They're 3 of 9, only total 175 yards. And that 3 of 9 on third down, 175 yards. in the game. That's just not going to get it done against anybody, let alone.
They have to run the football. Carolina. If Carolina can't run the football, because Bryce Young had another Josh Rosen stat line, 17 of 25 for 124 yards. So, Chris Olave was great. 5 catches, a buck, 104 yards, a touchdown. That 62-yarder, that was nice. But yeah, Shuck was shucking it, like you said. 19 of 27, 282, 2 touchdowns. Only took 2 sacks, so didn't get pressured a lot either.
That's right.
Yeah, nice team win for the Saints. Never take Panthers as favorites ever.
They wear those pearly whites, those all white jerseys, white pants. Gold,
like the Jedi.
Yeah. It's nice.
Stormtrooper, sorry, yeah.
You mentioned this earlier that the Finns crushed the Bills, but just to put it on, obviously was on that too. Josh Allen was 14-1 as a starter against his team. It's like, okay, they're going to win the game. Maybe they won't cover 8.5. My God, he was bad. Now, it was pouring rain, but every time I'm watching this thing, and I don't know if Allen's hurt or what, he's running around like an idiot back there. He had some time, and he's like running around. What am I doing? And throwing the ball in traffic. I'm like, what is the matter with him? He's looking like Lamar Jackson did before he went out with his injury. It's kind of the way I was looking at it. And they did get some pressure without Jalen Phillips on the team anymore. So good for the Finns, not just the rushing attack. The defense played pretty good. I mean, 13 points is great against the Bills.
Yeah, it's the first time the Bills have been shut out in 3 quarters since like 2009 or something like that. It's been a while. That may be the wrong number. I'm trying to remember what it was. But yeah, it's pretty fascinating stuff. What can you say? Fins up. Mike McDaniel might keep his job. You never know. This is what's going to happen. I want the Dolphins to suck, but the problem is that their schedule sets up to where, like, if you this is like the Bears. If you just wait, you're going to look up. They're going to be 7-7, and then we're going to be like, oh my God, are the Dolphins back? They're not. They're not back. They're not back. Yeah. Don't fall for it.
No.
Mark my words. They are going to be 5. They're going to be 5-8 or 7. 6-7 or 7-7 in a couple weeks.
To hedge the position. Now I can't win the most losses or the fewest wins of the year. The Jets and Titans are taking care of that, but
the Miami Dolphins and in the Hunt playoff graphic coming soon. They will be in there. I mark my words.
Everybody.
Yes.
Put that on the screen. Okay, Ravens. This was, got their 3rd straight win. I'm gonna say a little unimpressive win, but it was more that J.J. McCarthy sucks. Maybe you could say that. Oh yeah, he was facing a tough D. I don't know. He just missed some throws. He was 20 of 42 in this game. So if you make J.J. McCarthy throw the ball, I think you're going to beat him because he stinks. 2 interceptions in this one. They did. When I was watching the game again, Stadium Swim, beautiful place. Sit in the front row, got a nice lady to my side, watching these games. I'm just cursing. How many times is number 4 going to fumble? The dude fumbled his first punt return. They put him right back in. He fumbles another one, but they recovered it. And at the end of the game, when they're trying to have one last chance to run, to come back, they've got him returning the punt. I'm like, really? You trust this guy? He didn't fumble that time. But, yeah, they were kind of a hot mess against the Ravens, who didn't have to play well to win. They did get that one drive that was pretty good, and Henry had some good run, but I don't know. Are the Ravens good or just the Vikings are just bad?
I think the Vikings might just be bad. They got a lot of injuries too. They got a cluster of injuries. It's not an easy place to go and win. So I don't know if I'd say it was an unimpressive win. They just couldn't score touchdowns in the first half of the game. That was the biggest problem. They were getting the red zone and kicking field goals. Yeah. So the Ravens are all the way back. I got news for you.
Yeah, of course. All right, so the Pats get their 7th win. Kind of talked about this a little bit, but Drake May is now the MVP favorite at plus 275. This crazy stat line, 16 for 31. That's not a good percentage, Coop, but for 270 yards, the guy's completing balls downfield all the time. 2 touchdowns. It was really Trevion Henderson that got it done. Game was tight, really fun. This was the only game in the early window until the Texans came back. It was kind of fun to watch. And dude, man, like, Henderson just ripped off the one run, boom, right at the start of the half, or second half, boom. But the other one, he was bottled up and he bounced outside and then took it to the house. I mean, it was pretty impressive. Tampa's pretty tough against the run.
Yeah. And we're expecting Mike Vrabel said that a heavy load for Trevion Henderson tonight. So I don't know what that means. Just be on the lookout for it.
Heavy load. Yeah. So
is Baker out of MVP conversations now, by the way? Can we just put the Buccaneers in like the cute category? Like they're
They're going to win the division. They're going to maybe win a playoff game and lose in divisional round. It's too bad. Look, if he has a comeback, it's all about timing. If he had those comebacks now or in December, he'd be top of the heap. But now they have a tough schedule. I mean, they're obviously going to play. They play the Bills this week, and then they play somebody else tough next week. It's like after that, then they cruise. They're going to win their last 5 games because they play all the NFC South guys. Okay, and then the Pats.
Oh, they play the Rams, by the way.
Rams, right? That's
Bills, Rams, Cardinals, Saints, Falcons, Panthers, Dolphins, Panthers. Yeah,
right. They get a great finish to the season, so they, maybe he stacks up. He's got to get his guys back. I mean, you're starting to see it now. Without Bucky Irving, I mean, Tucker was fine. He got 53 yards. Apparently, the Patriots only give up.
That's the first time. That's the first time they've broken 50 all year. Yep.
Right, but I mean, they don't. The second thing, I mean, Otten was fine, but they really need a second receiver besides Ibuka to get things going against better teams. Yeah. The Rams, we talked about this in the second half of this. The window was like Rams. Look, they were up like 20. Was it 28-0? It was like 21-0. Boom, like really quick. And then, give the Niners credit. They kind of kept scoring. They kept in it. I was like, are they going to get in the back door here? Like, watch out, look out. But
21-14 at one point.
Yep. And it was getting there. And then obviously when they got to 42, it was like everybody scored on the goddamn team. It was like anybody want a touchdown? You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown. It was great.
They're the best team in the league at getting touchdowns for people that help absolutely no one.
Thank you for that. But Stafford is your other MVP plus 275 favorite, probably more likely than May because of his pedigree stuff.
Is it? Because I think you have to win the division to win the MVP, and the Rams may not win the West.
They have a kind of a big game this weekend when it comes to that. Yes, you're right. I mean, the Patriots.
So I think the Patriots have a better chance of winning the East than the Rams do winning the West.
The love for Drake May is a little confusing. He's a good ball player. I like him. He's got moxie. He's got some stuff. He runs. They're winning games. They've played a really easy schedule. Like, it's crazy easy, You
got to play who you play, Wegs.
I know. And then the Lions, Rams won 42-26, cover the number. The Lions, I mean, this was a bloodbath. I mean, it was like Jahmyr Gibbs. He just scored again. He had a 3-touchdown game, 2 rushing, 1 receiving. It was 44-22 was not even indicative. This game was like a whitewash. They just crushed this team. And thank you for, sorry to go political, our president making a statement. Did you hear he went to the game? Which apparently no presidents go to the games.
I was watching it.
Oh, you watched?
I watched him call a play that he didn't call. Yeah, that was great.
Did you watch him talk about the shutdown? I mean, I'm like, just leave that for another day,
Yeah. It's just wild. What are you going to do? It's over now, though.
Hey, you're going to get your SNAP payments tomorrow and people rely on that stuff. So thank God. All right. So week 11 lines, you've got the Colts and Saints out, both victorious there. Tonight, you've got this mega matchup, the Jets at the Patriots. We didn't talk about the Jets. Jets somehow winning this game over Cleveland with Justin Fields throwing for, what did he throw, 53, 54 yards in the game?
If you take away that Breece Hall touchdown, I think it was like 9 yards. Yeah.
2 special teams touchdowns. Friggin' Browns, and they're still starting Dylan Gabriel. Whatever. But anyway, Jets are 12.5-point dogs at the Patriots, 43-point total. I don't think it's too – by the time we hear this, this is Alistair and Art's pick, as you can imagine, for the Survivor. So hopefully – they survived last week barely, but let's make it easier this week.
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't love the number. It's a big number, but God, the Jets stink. I don't know. We'll see. The Patriots, they're a really good football team, but again, another easy team to play.
Yeah, I get more excited for Thursday night now more than Monday night because I can actually watch it. So that's all I have to say on this game.
Amazon.
I like the under, though.
Yeah, the Jets aren't going to score many points here. It's not like they're going to light it up.
27-9, maybe.
Like
27, 27, 27-6, maybe.
No Garrett Wilson, by the way. That's going to be tough.
No Garrett Wilson. That doesn't help. Who's going to score besides Breece Hall? Breece Hall's the only guy who has
Justin Fields.
Okay. So, I did hit a couple anytime touchdowns last week. No first touchdown. So put little Justin Fields in there. Why not? 10-1, 11-1. Okay, we have the last international game. Thank God. This one's in Madrid. First time in Madrid. We'd love to go there and see this one. Commanders versus the Finns. Your Finns are 2.5-point favorites, 47.5-point total. This will be at 8:30 in the morning Central if you get up for this one. Can you see it any other way than the Finns? It sounds like you're back in the Finns already.
Oh, it sounds like I'm back. I don't know. Probably just because they'll be able to run the football. Devon Achan's really good. I don't know if you knew that or not. He is amazing.
He's great.
And
the
I'm still thinking about.
Can't stop a nosebleed.
I'm still, and I honestly, I'm getting this crazy idea that somehow that we could trade Tua Tagovailoa for Brock Purdy because Mac Jones is playing so well. So I'm hoping that Tua keeps having a good audition. I don't know what that would solve for the 49ers, honestly, now that I really think about that. But if we can find a way to make that happen, I would take it in a heartbeat.
Okay.
I guess you got to take the Finns. It's under a field goal. Maybe it's just fate because I was in Madrid earlier this year. Maybe it's just like they're following me. Like, oh, yeah, that's going to happen.
Great.
So, yeah.
Well, that steel merchant was here earlier this year.
Right. That guy that likes us.
I just look, this is the thing about these teams. These teams are both not great, but the Finns are playing better now, right? And the Commanders didn't bounce back. They played the Lions are a way better team, obviously, than Dolphins, but maybe the Commanders have a little fight in them. Their defense is so bad. I mean, they've given up so many points the last few weeks. It's just hard not to see. I like whatever the Finns team total over is, I would take that. I would definitely take that. So let's go to the early window on Sunday. And by the way, you're invited, Coop. You want to bring your pot roast? I'm going to have people over watching the games on the Red Zone here. I know you have that at home, but you can sit around with some people and, whatever, if you like. Welcome. Well, open door. We've got, Panthers at Falcons. Falcons are 3.5-point favorites at home, 42.5-point total at noon. The Panthers, they're not favored, but the Falcons played decent against the Colts. I don't know who to take in this game. That 3.5 is that magic number that you're supposed to take the 3.5 team. Goddamn, like the Falcons. I don't know when are they going to play good? When are they going to play like crap? The Panthers, when are they going to run all over them? It is a revenge spot. The Panthers housed them when they were in Carolina early in the year. What was it, like 26-0 or something like that? So maybe that's your only angle there.
If the Falcons can avoid third down, they'll be fine because I think they're like 1 of 19 in their last 2 games on third down. So that's going to be the key of the game to me is can they win first down? And I think the Falcons can win first down this game. I think they'll be all right. Yeah. I like the Falcons here. They're at home too. They're on the turf. They should be fine.
They should be fine.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. I agree with that. So Bucks at Bills. This is kind of the only game in this first window the Bears game's not interesting to me. You've got
Chargers and Jags. No, that doesn't interest you at all.
We'll talk about it in a minute.
Okay.
Bucks Bills 5.5-point favorites at home, 47.5-point total. I don't know. I am probably getting a little bit influenced by, the people I listen to, but Bills probably bounce back here. I think they do. And I love the Bucks. I'm a Bucks backer. It's a tough spot for them coming up north. The Bills look like garbage. I think they bounce back and beat Tampa pretty good here. And originally in my article, I wrote them, there's no way that Tampa doesn't lose within, 1 score. They're always like, 4 points, 5 points. But I don't know. I think the Bills have to play better than they did last week.
Yeah, I don't like the number, but I love the over.
Okay.
That's what I really love. I love the over in this game. I think you'll see some points. I think it's going to be like a 35-28 game, something in that area.
That would be great.
The Bills' defense is so bad. Yeah.
They're not good. Can the Bucks run the ball? Sean Tucker, maybe. But the Bills aren't going to be able to run against Tampa in theory. But I want to see, is Josh Allen going to get his head out of his ass? He played like shit last week. It was great. It is in the bottom of the top 5 there. Did I put it in there? Let's see. Maybe I did. Oh no, I watched them. Sorry, they're my 6th pick, so I didn't make the top 5. Chargers at Jags. This is your highlight game. Go to town. Chargers 3-point favorites on the road, 43.5-point total. The Jags blew like the biggest game in the history of their franchise. But Chargers, They're actually playing better. They got Khalil Mack makes a difference.
Yeah, their offensive line is trash. It's
It
so
is.
bad. Yeah, their offensive line. If they play any sort of pass rush, they're going to be in trouble. Like I feel like even if they do get their running backs back, like it won't matter because there's going to be people in their lap. Yeah, like you won't be able to make a difference. So I feel like Jacksonville's playing for their season this week.
They are.
Like they'll get some pressure, and I like the Jags at home. I don't know if they'll win, but I like the 3. I think they keep it really close.
Yeah, it went up to 3. 2.5 seemed like a good bet for the Chargers. Now you get the 3. It's a tough number. I don't know. It's one of those classic like stay away spots. I think a lot of the guys I listen to love the Chargers because they're metrically better, but in the Jags you can't trust. Obviously, you can't trust anything. Trevor Lawrence is. They just don't have any friggin' receivers anymore. And I mean, they got what's his name, Jacoby Myers. And I like that. What's his name? Parker Washington. Yeah, he's pretty good. But I don't know why they don't throw the running backs more. It's kind of a weird deal, but it's a stay away spot for me.
Yeah.
Bears at Vikings. Vikings in the contest are 2.5-point favorites at home, 48.5-point total. Looks like you like the Bears. I don't disagree with you. I think that, look, as bad as the Bears defense has been, and they have been bad, JJ McCarthy sucks, man. This is my whole thing. JJ McCarthy sucks.
He might not even play.
He might not play?
Yeah, he didn't practice. He didn't throw at practice today. He's got a hand problem or something wrong with his hand.
Yeah, he threw with his left hand. So Wentz is out. Who's their next guy?
It's some guy I've never even heard of. He's a rookie. He's an undrafted rookie.
This is what we like to hear. So
so there's a chance. Let me see. Keep talking. I'll pull it up.
Well, yeah, I'll keep talking. Here's the thing. Like the Bears' schedule has been abysmal. My biggest fear in this game and putting it on the card is that I really fear Caleb Williams against this defense. I think if he does his little run around, let me chuck the ball, he's just going to have problems. So they have to run the football here. Can you please run the football more? And Minnesota can give up the run. So we'll see what happens.
Max Brosmer.
Max Brosner. Who the hell is that?
Brosmer, yeah. College, New Hampshire and Minnesota.
Wow. New Hampshire.
Minnesota, Golden Gopher.
Okay. I don't know him.
Yeah.
Well, obviously the line's going to flip to the other side. So as a contest pick, it's probably wise to go Bears plus 2.5 because if that dude starts, it'll flip to Bears minus 3 or 3.5 likely. So yeah, it'll be a wait and see for me as that plays out. I kind of hope McCarthy plays with that beat up hand because he's not good anyway.
Van Ginkel, I don't think is going to play either, he hasn't really been healthy all season. He makes a big difference for them as well.
Yeah, he made some plays last weekend. Okay, but you love the Bears. What's the reason?
I think they'll be able to run the football, and I just think they're building. They have better vibes right now. I think they're building more. I think Ben Johnson. They have an identity. I don't think the Vikings have an identity right now.
It's very true. You did see some Aaron Jones sightings a little bit last week, which was encouraging, but it doesn't seem like. I don't know. There were some plays. I don't know. I thought that they were excited. Well, early in the season, maybe they weren't excited to have JJ or like Justin Jefferson was to see JJ play, but there was a couple of plays. I'm like, did he give up on that ball? Was it just such a bad pass he didn't think it was in the realm of catching? Like, it's weird. He throws them up. JJ loves to just chuck it down the field and see what happens, and there's no chance. And he had that terrible pick. All right, let's go to Packers at the Giants. Packers are 7-point favorites on the road, 42.5-point total. Your man, Jameis, crab legs Winston, is starting. You've got the dead cat bounce with Mike Kafka, the OC. I can't believe you're backing the Packers here for 7. I don't know. You really think that they can cover 7 points here?
Yeah, I think the way that you bother the Packers is you get pressure up the middle, and I don't think the Giants will be able to get pressure up the middle. And I don't know. I just think this is the time that they're going to put it together. This is the good time to buy in. We've seen the Packers do this year over year. And also I'm kind of hedging because it's like if they stink, then it's great for the Bears. And if they blow them out like they should, then it's, I got my pick right. So
I would say this. The Packers defense is great. They played great last week. That offense sucks. I don't understand what's the matter with them. And I think Matt LaFleur is like, in his own head, playing like making terrible play calls. Like against the Eagles, 4th and 1 from the 47 or whatever it was. What the hell was call a timeout and just run the ball? He called that terrible play, and that was a big play in the game. Look, I don't love the Giants. I don't think they're very good. Jameis, I'm not sure. He's kind of a wild card. He's going to throw some picks, but I don't know. I never like playing against the dead cat bounce. They always play better, the teams. So 7. It did drop from 7.5 to 7. 7.5 was even better for the Giants. This will probably go down closer to like 6.5, and then it'll be a great play for the Pack. But I don't know. I got to stay away from this. Bengals at Steelers. So, obviously a little revenge spot for the Steelers. Steelers are 5.5-point favorites, 49.5-point total at home. I believe Flacco's playing, even though he's been listed as questionable. I like the Steelers here. I know their defense sucks, but they've been getting more pressure. They did sack. I know their Chargers offensive line sucks, but they got 5 sacks in that game. Week before they got a ton of sacks. I don't know. I like the Steelers in this one. I actually think they're going to win big in this one for some reason.
Yeah, Joe Flacco did not participate in practice today. Joe Burrow, limited.
He was walking on the sideline.
Yeah.
He could come back for Thanksgiving. Well, actually, we're just joking, guys. It's not then. It's whenever. I mean, the Bengals need to win this game to stay relevant, to keep Joe Burrow limiting practice. But I don't know, Steelers. I think it's going to be a rough one for the Bengals.
Yeah, I don't have a beat on this game. I could see Jamar Chase carrying them. I don't know. But yeah, to your point, Bengals are coming off a bye. I don't know if that's going to help them or hurt them, but I don't like the number either way. I'd stay away.
The last time they played, Chase had 16 catches and 21 targets. So maybe the Steelers will cover him this time. Or not.
Jalen Ramsey moved to safety, so that's interesting.
Okay.
Keep an eye on that.
College position. Interesting. All right, let's go to the last game of this window. The Texans at the Titans. The Texans are 6.5-point favorites in the contest. It's down to 6 in the market without Stroud playing. Total super low at 37. Lowest total on the board. I still like the Texans. I know I can't quit this team. I can't quit.
You say you can get away.
Look, the Titans coming off the bye. That's the only thing that maybe they're going to fix some things. Cam Ward's going to play better, blah, 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 blah. They put up a stat. I don't know if you saw this stat. Cam Ward, first 9 games versus the gun show, Will Levis, and that Will Levis was better by a lot. Yeah. Should have kept Levis? It's like, no, you shouldn't have kept Levis. But it's just if the Texans defense plays the way that they're capable of playing, it's a rough one. They could win 7-0. I don't care. They cover the number. I don't think they're going to shut them out. But the game's going to be like whatever, 13-6. Fucking take it.
Yeah, I'd definitely take the under in this game.
Yes.
Though it's been, I don't know if you've noticed this or not, I feel like the consistency has been, these really low totals have been going over, like the Jets, Jets, Browns, Jets and Steelers, like all these low numbers this year.
The Jags Texans last week shot way over too, right?
Yeah, this might be the over game of the week, maybe.
Could be. I do think it depends. That you just got to expect, are the Titans going to score? Last time the Texans took him by the woodshed, it was like 26-0. I don't expect that. Yeah. But Nico, one thing I will say about Mills, he goes to Nico. He's like, okay, where's Nico? Nico. It's like 2 guys, Nico and Schultz. That's it. Now, Schultz got a little banged up last week, but I'd like to see them run the ball a little bit more. Titans. Yeah. Okay, so 3 o'clock window, you've got San Francisco going to Arizona. Arizona is a 3-point dog at home. 48.5-point total. I'm pretty sure Marvin Harrison is not playing. He had like an appendectomy this week. Did I see that correctly?
I'm looking right now. Arizona.
I mean, Jacoby Brissett and the gang ran into the buzzsaw in Seattle. I think about
did not participate because he has an illness.
Right. Yeah, I thought it was appendectomy. So, look, the Cardinals just got your favorite term, mollywopped in the first part of that game. They scored like 3 defensive scores or something like that before you notice 28-0. I don't expect that against San Francisco. San Francisco can't rush the passer, so the Cardinals should get some plays off. Without Harrison, that's tough, though. Limits your chances. You like San Francisco here.
I do.
You still like it at 3 versus 2.5?
I like it. I'll take it all the way up to like 5 or 6.
Wow. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, why?
I don't know. I just don't like the Cardinals. I mean, Jacoby Brissett, like you said, Marvin Harrison's been out, but I mean, it's literally going to be the tight end. What the hell is his name? I literally just forgot it.
McBride.
Yeah, it's going to be Trey McBride or bust.
My fellow Ram, we talk after each game. Good job.
Unless you're going to get, Michael Wilson involved maybe or
something.
Yeah, something.
Dortch. What's his name? Dortch.
Dortch. Yeah, Dortch could be in there. But yeah, I don't know. I like Shanahan over Gannon too. I think it's just a big coaching mismatch.
Oh, yeah. I don't disagree the coaching matchup. It's just I'm not sure about San Francisco. This team, like they did score a bunch late against the Rams. It's like I don't know. They're either if they don't go up early, and I know this when I was watching the game. I don't know if Shanahan. I think it's his. I don't have the stat off from the top of my head, but basically he sucks if he's down by 2 scores. His team is terrible. So if they get up early, great. They'll be good. Cruise control, do what they do. If they get down, good luck. So I don't know. 3 on the road is tough in the division. I hear you. Roll with it. What about the Chiefs at the Broncos? 3.5. Going across my handicap there. 45-point total. I'm over the Chiefs, man. Chiefs going to blow the shit out of them. And I don't know.
Whoa. They're going to do what?
Yeah.
You just said they're going to do what?
No, I never say that. 401k.
You just said they're going to what? They're going to what?
They blow the shit out of them.
Wow.
You don't think so?
I just can't believe you had to make it that graphic. That's what I would say. I don't. I'm literally backing the Broncos on the sheer fact that literally I have not heard a single person that has backed the Broncos.
That's fair.
That makes me want to back the Broncos. So,
well, it's like last year. Denver, they should have won in Kansas City. Then they beat the hell out of them late in the season. I don't know. You're probably right. The other factor that
Sean Payton wants to prove it. He wants to back up he talks a bunch of smack to these guys. He
does. The other angle I always say is Andy Reid off the bye is like legendary. I mean, he's probably lost 2 games in his career off the bye. The dude is like awesome, but 3.5 is not winning. It's covering a weird number. So I don't know. I just like the Chiefs. I think the Broncos have been maybe their offense catches fire and Bo Nix again. Bo Nix. Hello, is your head in your ass? Yes, get out of there. Like the dude has played like garbage. He's definitely had the sophomore slump. They've won a lot of games in the 4th quarter. Will they do that against the Chiefs? Probably not, but they are at home. So we're against each other in this one, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Sunday night game's awesome. Lions at the Eagles. Eagles are 2.5-point favorites right now, 46.5-point total at 720. You can't see this one. It's on NBC. What do you think about this game?
I think this is a must-win game for the Detroit Lions.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they lose this game, it could get very hairy for the division. Yep. I think Dan Campbell's kind of backed himself in the corner by taking over play calling.
Yeah.
And I think that it is a must-win, and I think the Lions will win.
Yeah. I like the Lions too.
They play outdoors, though. That's the only thing that worries me.
I know. A little bit nervous about it. I think early in the week, I'm like, oh, Eagles all the way. They've turned the corner. Their defense is great, because they got these new guys. They play Green Bay, who cannot score, apparently. Green Bay had a weird stat that if in the 3 losses they haven't given up more than 16 points or something like that.
Yeah.
Weird. You lose games that are like really low scoring. The Lions, what I like about the Lions is they can stand toe-to-toe with the Eagles. I just don't want them to get punched in the mouth too bad because I think the Eagles' defense is going to – I like the under here, 46.5. I like the under. Yeah. So, but 2.5, I'm on the Lions too. I just we'll see if the Eagles are really good again. This will be the game. If they get out there and win by 10 or 7, I'll be like, okay, my future made sense.
Yeah, 100%.
Monday night, Cowboys at the Raiders, kind of mini bye for the Raiders. Cowboys come up the bye. This is a game I'll tell you about later because you can't see it. Cowboys are 3.5-point favorites on the road in Vegas, 15.5-point total. I like the boys. I don't know. Maybe the Raiders will play good defense and slow down that offense, but I think off the bye, Cowboys are going to play. This is kind of, if they lose this game, they're out. I mean, I know that they're not really in, but their season will be over if the Cowboys lose. So
Yeah.
I think the Cowboys win this one at 3.5. It's not a great line, but I think they'll cover.
And the Cowboys did technically get better at the trade deadline, if you think about it. So
They did.
yeah,
They
no, I
did.
like the over in this game. That's what I really like. So outside of that, yeah, I don't know if it's a great number, but I definitely think the Cowboys can find a way to get it done.
Yeah, I mean, if Geno Smith continues to play, and nobody even talked about him. I mean, he was
Brock Bowers is really good, though. I don't know if
Who's
you know
that?
that or not. Brock Bowers is really good, though.
Brock Bowers
He
is
can make
good.
He's so good, he makes Geno look like an NFL quarterback. Think about that.
Max Crosby is a beast, and he will have at least one deflected pass. If there's a way to buy a prop on how many, 1.5 deflected passes, you know what he does. You've seen him play, right? He just hovers. He doesn't get the rush right away. He just knocks the ball down. I love that guy, but I don't know. I just think we'll see. It's more of a gut feel. I think Cowboys.
He'd be a great blocker in volleyball.
He would. Let's get him out there.
Yeah.
I need a partner. Let's go.
Oh my God, could you imagine? Back tat and all.
All those tats. Oh my God, the neck tat. It's got everything.
Yeah.
All right. So let's review your picks for the week, your top 5.
Yep. I'm 24 and 26. So we're going to go Chicago plus 2.5, Green Bay -7, Seattle +3, Denver +3.5, San Francisco -3.
Yeah, you got a lot of dogs. I like it. I think that's, we'll see what happens. I'm the opposite this week. Hey, I'm up to 21 picks right, except I picked 35 or 30, 55. So 21 to 33, terrible. I've got Pittsburgh -5.5. Like that one quite a bit. We talked about the Chiefs -3.5. All these favorites. Dallas -3.5. I did pick a dog in the Lions at +2.5, and I think I'll still back Houston at 6.5. Would consider the Bills as well. So I'm like Mr. Favorite this week. It's ridiculous.
It's weird.
Week 10 was a big knockout week. In fact, it was probably the biggest percentage knockout we've had this season in Survivor for Circa. There were 769 knockouts last week. Leaves only 5% left, roughly, at 1,000 entries even for Art and Al to survive and win the cash. So obviously Carolina was the big one at top, and then the Packers. That was, another tough one. Not the Packers. It was what was the other team? That was the Saints. No, Carolina. We got that one. I guess it was the Bills. The Bills probably took out a bunch.
Yeah.
And I don't think that many people picked the Browns. But anyway, so in the big contest, did I update this? Hopefully. 39-11. They're starting to run away on us. So that's tough. And then top 100, 33-17. So it's definitely getting to a better percentage. Guess what? 40%, 2 and 3 again. We are 20 and 30 on the season. It's just insane. Every week, same damn thing. If we don't go 4-1s inside the nose, we have no shot. But hey, still go through the exercise. What do you got going this weekend?
We got hockey this weekend. We're doing hockey on Saturday and hockey on Sunday.
Okay. One's the Ice Hogs and one's the
Wolves. Saturday night is the Ice Hogs, and then Sunday afternoon will be the Wolves. Actually, that might get postponed. I think about it because I don't have a car at the moment with the whole tire situation. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Okay. And nothing Friday. Taking it easy.
Yeah, just chilling.
Nice.
Yeah,
I've got no plans Friday. We'll see what happens. That usually means I'll go out till 4 a.m, but whatever.
Yep, that's exactly how that works.
Playing progression. First time playing beach volleyball in 2 months on Saturday with Scotty Green and Phil. I don't know who our fourth is. Probably Lee, the backhanded beach slap Lee fan. And then I'm going to see The Running Man on Saturday. The remake. Look, I'm a huge Arnold guy. I watched all those Arnold movies back in the 80s. Not sure, what's his name? Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell, yep.
I like him. I'm not sure he's the right guy, but it looks like a good movie. Jamie Lawson's on the heartthrob list for me, so she's hot. And then Sunday, hosting some football, which you guys are welcome to come over if you're not working, but you don't have a car. So
yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you're welcome to come through if you need to.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, follow us at Side Action Pod on X, Side Action Podcast on Instagram. Don't forget about TikTok. And follow me at Wegspool on X and on Instagram.
And I'm Coop. You can check me on Instagram at Dalton Cooper and on X at Mr. Grumpy Gills. Again, we are the Side Action Podcast. Make sure to check us on the socials, like us on YouTube, subscribe, everything in between, and we'll
That's right.
we'll see you next week. Yeah.
That's
Love you
right.
guys.